Today's video, we're going to be talking about something different. So normally you come here for cars and stuff, but we're actually going to be reviewing a new bit of
equipment we're going to be using.
Exactly. So it is the Hollyland LarkM1. So it's these little microphone things and the little thing that's on top of the GoPro over there. We're going to talk through how it works, how we find it,
the benefits of using it.
Exactly, and you know, are you going to be able to use it for doing car videos? Is it actually the perfect bit of kit you need? Because doing car videos can be really loud, and if you're using the GoPro, you want everything to be quite small and compact. And I think this microphone probably is going to be the best budget-friendly, small little lapel-based microphone anyway. So let's get into it, and we'll see what we think of it. Just to show you a bit of a basis to start with, we're about 10-15 feet away from the camera, and hopefully you can hear us quite well. What we'll do is we'll remove the microphones, go back to just what the GoPro sounds like. This is a GoPro 7 Black, so that should hopefully give you a rough idea of what you'll get. We've also got traffic coming back and forth.
So hopefully you should be hearing us right now, and in a minute you'll see the difference
everything.
where you're going to be hearing more what's over there and less of what's us here.
Exactly.
Okay, and after a brief little camera pull, yeah, without no mics, it's, well, you've seen the video, because we can't quite tell you for the editing how much the difference it makes, but...
yeah, so you'll hear what the difference will be. Annoyingly, probably no cars are going to come past, but I don't know if we can hear one. So if we were talking normally about, you know, whatever we were talking about cars and everything like that, you might hear the background noise normally, and with the microphone that kind of changes. But also, like, the other really cool thing about these microphones is can you hear me, George? Yeah. George can just about hear me, and you guys probably can't hear me at all. However, if you turn the microphone on, you can hear me now, I hope. And that's kind of just the difference it makes. So we could have a conversation. So George can barely hear me, but you guys could actually be able to hear quite a good bit of sound. I'm just going to go for a walk and kind of see how far the actual distance works. So it's claimed to have about 625 feet, which, I don't know, I can't really work that out.
Not that I can hear
but
a
I'm a
word
good
that
fair
he's
distance
saying
away
right
from where the camera is. And hopefully you can still hear me, because I'm not shouting, I'm not speaking any differently. So that kind of gives you a rough idea for the range. Kind of gives you the rough idea of the range. You can probably go a bit further. I don't really want to walk forever, but this is a good like 50 odd meters, so I can't really think of anything that you'd be doing any differently, or where you would need I think it's 625 feet is what it's claimed to have. I can't think of anything or a reason why you'd need that amount of space for why you'd use these cameras, these microphones. But something I really do want to kind of explore is, what's the difference between when you're inside quite a loud car? So we've got the Mini here, and it currently doesn't have a back box because it fell off and we're waiting for the new one to turn up. This is going to be our little track project. So hopefully you'll be able to see the differences you have from inside the car when using little lapel microphones, and especially the Hollyland one. Sound good?
Yep.
You have no idea what I just said.
Nope. I was just there saying that you looked a bit crazy.
So this is the Mini without the microphones on, and it's not started up yet. Now you hear it start up, and it's relatively okay inside until you start driving, accelerating, everything like that. So we'll go for a little drive, and then about a quarter of the way through we'll chuck on to the microphones and see what the difference actually is. We're just driving along normally, trying not to raise my voice, because normally you would when you're talking to a camera, and we're just casually driving on. George will give it a little bit of a boot in a second, and you'll see the difference in how hard it is to actually hear one of us speak.
Especially over the drone, because this is just at normal speed, and even if you downshift it a bit.
So that becomes a lot harder for us to hear us. Can you hear us now? Probably not too sure.
Probably not, because I can't hear myself. So.
All you hear is that annoying echo in the back of your head. However, let's switch into microphone mode. Back in microphone mode, and hopefully the sounds a lot clearer from our voices. You haven't got that echo pickup from outside of the car.
I can imagine, because there's a lot of the drone, it's still picked up quite a bit, but hopefully you can hear us more than the drone instead of the other way around.
Yeah. And that's kind of the idea. So we'll give it a bit more boot again, downshift, and again continue to speak at a normal sound. Again, this hopefully does demonstrate.
It doesn't mean you haven't got to put the effort in. You're not draining your voice the whole time.
And you're not shouting.
Yeah.
And you can actually have a conversation. Obviously, we can't really hear each other next to each other. However, you can hear what we're saying. And that's kind of the big difference as it pops and burbles away, which sounds great, even without it.
It's okay, yeah.
It's very drowning,
yeah.
but we're not here to review this. We're here to review the Hollyland. And we're probably going to get some strange looks for trying this, but we're not by a racetrack anyway, so unfortunately we'll got to try like this. But George has a helmet on, microphones are on. This is kind of what it sounds like.
Which it almost makes the bigger difference here, because this is where we're going to be using these probably the best is on track for talking.
Because that's one of the issues we've always found out is, you know, when you're trying to have a conversation or trying to talk while driving, talking about how your driving's going, you can't shout or scream. So again, we're just casually driving, a couple thousand revs. And this is what George sounds like.
Well, I'm almost at a point now where I can't hear Matt. All I can hear is a lot of drones, so I can only imagine what it's like for anyone to hear anything from me. But hopefully, the mic being literally right by my mouth, I should be picked up quite well. So it was quite useful when we're out on track. We had to do something like this and use it to the best of its ability. As opposed to what it's probably going to be like if we were to take the mic off now. I'm sure no one's going to hear what I'm saying right now.
So George just said, I'm pretty sure you can't hear it.
And push it on track. There's almost no way I'm going to be getting heard over the sound of the car being pushed, the engine, anything else, especially if you're in a convertible like the MX-5, wind noise, the whole lot. You just wouldn't hear it.
Right, now say that one more time. What George said was,
as I was saying, which was almost definitely not heard, was the fact that if you were to compare this to something like, especially out on track where you're pushing it, foot down, loads of drone, nothing's going to be heard over your voice because it's not getting out of the helmet very well. And if you're in something like a convertible like the MX-5, you've got wind noise and everything on top of that, so you almost never be heard in one of these. Yeah, that's kind of like the main use for us is obviously the track day talks in the car, so it kind of gets rid of that drone noise if there are any of the loud exhausts like most of ours will have. The other good use is things like this, where you can have a wider shot, camera further back, like we were showing off earlier for the distance, so the car can be in shot, we can still be in shot, and there's nothing really getting missed out. So it's really useful for us in that way. The other great thing is obviously the packaging for this we quite like, because it comes in a really neat little packet, little box, and it has basically the little mount that they all go in. It basically works almost like a portable charger where you can charge up the case and then plug these in to recharge them out on the go. So out on the track day, it's kind of perfect for that, for making sure everything is charged out throughout the day. We don't have any issues with anything going down, going dead. So it kind of keeps us going the whole way through. The only thing I will note is obviously keep a look into if you're using it for GoPro like us. Not every GoPro is going to be instantly compatible just through a wire. Some of them, like my one, need a media mod, I believe it's called, to get them going. But as you can see in the video over the top, we currently have it wired up this way onto the GoPro Hero 7. So Hero 7 Black, I believe it is. So as you can see, it's neat and easy to set up. Doesn't really get in the way of anything, as you can tell. We're filming it all fine, nothing's in the way. But yeah, overall, really happy with it. Obviously, we can't really say exactly how great the comparisons are until we get back to actually show the videos. So hopefully it's come out really well for you. Hopefully it's been educational for you. And helps you decide if you want to get one or not. But yeah, thanks for watching.